Warning, the following video has personal opinions and will contain personal bias. Anyone sensitive to someone else's opinion may want to turn away now, but thanks for watching anyways. Hey there guys, Noah here, and welcome back to another Vanguard discussion video. Today, let's talk about History Collection. By now, many people have already covered their thoughts on it, as the cards have been revealed slowly over the last several months, leading to its official release in Japan not that long ago. And there have been a lot of complaints with this set. Not just the cards themselves, which honestly the reprints were kind of either hit or miss, but the erratas were good. But tell me why the pull rates are ass. Like, these pull rates are legitimately ass based off what we're seeing off in Japan at the moment. I'm very concerned for when it comes stateside and just the West in general, because oh boy, like, if this is any clear indication that Bushiroad really doesn't understand the secondary market in the English side very well, or just doesn't understand the Western market in general, I don't know what is. For full context, every box of this set comes 10 packs. Alright, that seems fair enough. Problem: 3 cards per pack. What? Like, that's a problem, especially since a lot of these really important staple cards, such as the Cray Elementals like Harmonix Messiah and Hanali, are being short printed out the wazoo. Oops. So, I'm going to break down why this is a problem now, and what I think this is going to lead into, and why things are going to be a problem later on down the line for the secondary market, and just that kind of mindset in general, because I think the set universally is a good thing, but I'm really concerned for when it actually comes here in the US and, you know, any English-speaking territory in general, because the pull rates are going to be legitimately booty cheeks, and I get the feeling that not a whole lot of shops are going to carry this set because of that, and also because of the past transgressions that Bushiroad has had over the last couple of years, pretty much since the tail end of V. Reprint sets typically don't do well, and I want to go over my own thoughts and opinions. Now, what I'm saying is like probably worst case scenario, but it's also very probable given Bushiroad's track record. So let's just get into it. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section what your personal take is. This is more of my hot take, and so let's just get into it and see, and just start talking about in general what History Collection is going to do for the premium format worldwide. So I want to preface a couple things. First, you can probably tell from my voice, but I'm recovering from con fever, so I just felt like I wanted to get this video out for a while. I just never had a good opportunity to up until now, so I apologize if my voice is a little whack. Second, this is probably worst case scenario what I'm about to talk about, so just keep that in mind. And third, I get the feeling that they may want to change a couple things with this set when it comes to the global release, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Oh boy, so let's talk about History Collection as a whole. What exactly is it, for those who aren't necessarily in the know-how? History Collection is a brand new set coming out in August here in the world, rest of the world, that is going to have a lot of very important reprints, a lot of VRs, a lot of triple rares, a lot of triggers, and just common units getting massive retrades to a point where it's actually going to fix and change the premium format for better or worse. Like, the general consensus is that it's actually very interesting, and honestly I haven't been able to test it myself personally, but I can guarantee you for a fact this is going to be very interesting. Like, this whole set is actually interesting, just from the marker generation that the on-hit strides are going to naturally provide. But meta talk aside, there is a couple interesting erratas that come out for it. First off, like I mentioned, triggers are getting errata to have 10k power, so the move to soul draw one and then the resource heals, those are getting errata to have 10k power and 15k shield, which is a godsend, because there are a lot of decks that I currently play, and I feel like I could get a lot of mileage out of it. Second are the Cray Elementals that get massively buffed. I'm talking Harmonix Messiah, which basically acts like its Vanguard Zero counterpart. Honolly, which just has a blanket floodgate effect, which is just downright insane. And it's going to bring viability to a lot of decks back into the format because of this, because they're not getting rushed down on turn 3. As well, this also has reprints for on-hit strides, which did nothing before this errata, but now they generate markers depending on the grade 3 that you ride. And a lot of decks are probably going to start running this because generating 2 markers in 1 turn sounds like a very good idea. I can especially see a lot of like decks that haven't seen a whole lot of play start teching these cards in because, well, more markers the better, and even decks that already are generating markers at the wazoo like Gold Pounded and Arakami, that's just going to be a whole can of worms in its own right, and I'm going to probably make a separate video discussing my thoughts on every single plan as in terms of what the on-hit strides are going to do, but the point is this set is massive. It is going to give a lot of reprints, it is going to change the premium format as a whole, while simultaneously giving out very important V reprints, like a lot of the VRs that have suddenly become very expensive, like Dragheart Luard, Draconic Overlord the Cross, so on and so forth. And as a result, people are probably going to be investing into this, not only for premium, but also for the V format for those people who've wanted to give it a try for years, but never had an opportunity to because the VRs have price gated them out of the format. My only biggest issue with this is, why are the pull rates so terrible then? Why is it that we get 10 packs per box and only 3 cards per pack? To me, that makes no sense, because especially if this is supposed to be a reprint set, you would think that the card amount per pack and each card pack per box would be significantly more. Like this, I was fully expecting this set to be very similar to the V-Clan collections that we've had over in recent years, where you get everything, like 1 of each card per box, and that would have been perfectly fine. Problem: that's not guaranteed, and as a result, a lot of cards can be very short printed extremely quickly. A very important staple cards like Harmonix Messiah, which are probably guaranteed to change the format in a massive way, because you are going to be required to run this card as a one-off in every single deck going forward. Why is it that this card isn't a box topper? Why aren't the Cray Elementals box toppers at the very least, to prevent this kind of problematic card, distribution from actually occurring in the goddamn first place? You can also tell I'm kind of doing this as a one-shot. Oh well, tough nookies. But I think what really bugs me about all this is not even so much the fact that they're releasing these cards, it's the fact that they're intentionally short printing them, knowing damn well that the secondary market is about to fucking implode on itself as a result of all this. Oh wait, it's been already imploding since the official reveal. Oops. Now, because everybody and the mother is trying to scramble to get their hands on this, now the secondary market is on fucking fire. Harmonix Messiah has been up in the $20 to $30 range ever since the official reveal. Same thing with the Hotelies. And if you think any of these on-hit strides are safe, no. Resource heals and crits, no. And this is going to continue as the set releases. And I guarantee you, because this set is going to be short printed out the wazoo, a lot of shops are going to be forced into a position where they're like, well, we can abuse the shit out of this and start charging people like a motherfucker for this. I know 50 cards probably won't do it because that, they usually tend to keep their prices pretty low, but everywhere else, I guarantee you that a lot of shops, a lot of vendors, they're going to sit there and be like, ooh, this card is short printed. Let me charge an extra $20 for what its initial price should be. What a load of horseshit. You know it's bad when Harmonix Messiah, even in Japan, is $20. Let that sink in for a minute. So what makes this even more funny is the fact that the heal ticket that Harmonix Messiah generates off its skill is a box topper. And to my knowledge, is the only box topper, at least in Japan. Why this is, no clue. But from what I can, gather, yeah, this is not good. You're going to promote a card that you may not actually pull in the set. What a load of horseshit. Like, I think that's what really irks me about this set in general, and I know for a fact people who are trying to invest into this set are also going to be a little angry about it, but again, we're just going to have to wait to see how things play out. And considering that markers are also being, introduced in a way that they're basically, reprinting all the VRs and the on-hit strides, to generate markers like crazy. They don't even make those box toppers either, which would probably make a lot more sense in the long run, but, this is just, you're just asking a lot of the secondary market to sit there and go, oh, we're gonna just maximize our profits and not care about the secondary market as a whole. And that's kind of the vibe I get out of this set. It's not even so much the fact that the set is actually releasing, because trust me, I think this is beneficial for both formats in general, because V has been on life support since, end of last year, and Premium has been on a massive roller coaster of a dumpster fire for a little while now. Not to say that the format was bad, but when you hit Narukami and Bermuda Triangle and they're still some of the best decks in the format, oops, that there's something wrong with the format. You know what I mean? And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. All of these issues could possibly be fixed with History Collection, but what if it's not? And this becomes one of the premier sets to actually get into Premium with. Now you're asking people to buy the cards secondhand on the secondary market instead of actually buying the boxes, because they know that the pull rates are absolute dog shit. If you were at least guaranteed at least X amount of cards guaranteed per box, then I could actually recommend this. But I almost guarantee you that people are going to overcharge this set like a motherfucker, probably charging $80 per box on this goddamn set, because they know they can get away with it. And I know, I'm saying worst case scenario for this, but trust me, this kind of track record has happened in past Premium collections over the years. And I don't see this mindset ever changing anytime soon. Now, that being said, I have my own personal gripes with this set. Realistically speaking, if you've been following Vanguard pretty much since the start of the V series, and probably even a little bit before that, most of the cards here you should already have, specifically when it comes to the reprints. The on-hit strides, I guarantee you, and the grade 3s that are associated with them, those cards are going to be probably relatively cheap, so you won't have to worry about them. I guarantee you, the moment the set launches, those VR reprints are going to be fucking expensive. Not expensive as their original release, but pretty damn close. And I don't see the VR reprints actually helping that much, because they attempted to do this a while back with a lot of the really important staple cards from God knows how long ago. But long story short, I get a feeling that it's not really going to help. More or less, it's going to hurt a lot more. But I could be wrong on all of this. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think History Collection is going to be a good thing when it releases worldwide? Or do you think it's going to be an absolute dumpster fire of a set that people are going to have to tread cautiously around? Because, oh boy, it's going to be a nightmare. But until next time, this is Noah, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.